Can't be late for a President's 6:30
ice cream social.
It's something. So go ahead,
Mark. You've been out here a few weeks, and a lot of time, I guess the hitters are generally better ahead of the pitchers at this point. Are you starting to see that kind of reverse now, or is it
I think
even
so.
out?
I think so. We have a lot of pitchers with a lot of good arm strength, and now we're just looking for the polish as the fall progresses. And the hitters have had their time of really good success so far this fall. So again, it's early. It's a progress. It's a process. Excuse me, but seeing a lot of good talent out there.
So the Moose had the hand thing. Was that not anything long term? He won't have to get cut on that.
No, it's just precautionary. He's been dealing with that for a little while, so we're just going to play it on the safe side.
You had a lot of transfer papers in this program and out there today. Anybody maybe caught your eye through about half a fall ball?
Yeah, I don't want to. Let me look at this. Tyler Dean is a very talented kid that's going to have a chance to help us. I think Ty Good's going to have a chance to help us. Just he needs to continue to get comfortable here and attack the zone. Drake Quinn has great stuff, but he's going to have to continue to get some polish as a pitcher as he continues to progress. It's a really good arm, but we've got to get it more polished for him. And that's probably the case with a few of these guys. Is got a lot of arm strength, and Matt just needs to do a really good job of adding polish to their game.
Mark, a lot of good situational baseball. The guys taking extra bases, a lot of good bunts, and scoring on wild pitches. Is that something we could see a lot more next season, you think, as opposed to relying on the home run and stuff?
I think you're going to see a team that wants to score runs in a lot of different ways, but I think the offense you saw last year, I think you're going to see a lot of next year. But hopefully with the addition of maybe a little bit more speed and being more opportunistic.
What's the schedule like, Mark? You got 3 more weekends?
3 more weeks, yeah.
Okay.
3 more. We're about halfway, or a little past the halfway point.
Is there maybe one goal at this juncture that you say, this is what we've got to get addressed overall over the next 3 weeks?
No, I think there's still some roles we need to figure out. But again, the purpose of the fall for us right now is just getting these guys out there, evaluating what we have and what the best roles are for them. And every day you're just building the values that you want the players to have and how you win games. And that's just a day-to-day process.
That center field spot seems pretty crowded right now. How do you see those guys performing on there?
They all bring certain things to the table for us. Evan Stone's having a really good fall. Dylan Brewer's having a really good fall. Brenling and Jackson have had their days as well. So, yeah, I'd say it's a crowded situation, but that's a good thing.
How about Gavin playing third? You told us about that before the fall, but if that looked about the way you thought it would through a few scrimmages?
Yeah, Gavin can play third base if we need that. Again, the fall is for experimenting and seeing what you have in case you need it. And that's one of the things we're looking at. And if we need him to play third, he'll be able to play it at a pretty acceptable level.
Speaking of experimenting, is Talmadge going to do all that throughout the season?
Too early to tell on that, Dave. Too early to tell. So that's the least of my worries.
I've asked you about it before, and we'll ask you about it again. Your evaluation at shortstop right now.
Yeah, it's 50-50 right now. They're both had really good moments. Some days Tip is ahead, some days Ellis is ahead. So it's a good competition. That's what you want.
How do you kind of decide what the separation is going to be for some of these positions that are kind of up in the air right now for you?
Yeah, well, it just depends on what the team needs. Some areas you may lean defense, some areas you may lean offense. But who gives us the best chance to win? At the end of the day, it's about who helps you prevent runs, who helps you create runs, and in their spot, who they're competing against. You just compare them to who their competition is.
What did you like seeing from Ty Good today, and what has he done to kind of impress you this fall?
Well, Ty's best pitches really are his off-speed pitches, and for him, he needs to really pound the zone. And when he does, he's hard to hit. The challenge for him is just to make sure he's within the strike zone, because at this level, guys will not quite chase the off-speed stuff as much as maybe he's used to. So that's going to be an adjustment for him. And when he does it, I think he'll be very effective. He's a lot like Chris Veach in terms of he's got a plus changeup, and when it's on, he can really get a lot of swings and misses.
Could he be a guy that's kind of in the role that Chris kind of was last year with, being that closer or like a multiple inning reliever? Or?
Yeah, it's too early to tell.
Yeah.
Too early to tell. We're evaluating everybody, and we don't know what the best one is.
But he has the stuff to go multiple innings for you guys.
Yeah, he does. He was a starter for Charleston, obviously. So, he's in consideration for a variety of roles.
In terms of pitchers, health-wise coming along, have any timetables changed or the Holtz and Williams and Beaches of the world all kind of.
Yeah, we're going to be conservative with them, just because we don't need to force anybody out here in fall ball. But they're all on schedule.
Who you got tonight? Snakes or Phils? At Philly.
I got to go with Christian Walker, right? You got to say we're rooting for the Diamondbacks.